The data demand inventory, historically high list to sale price ratio, low days on market. The lakefront home market looks very strong. It continues to be a good investment for your return while you're making a lifetime full of memories. So
yeah,
lakefront, the word's out. The area is growing. The amount of investment into the area is,
off the charts.
Point Oasis Entertainment Complex, which is going. Yeah.
You've got, and we just did a series of these videos. If you haven't watched those, go look at specifically the top economy stories I did with Nate over at Lake Expo. And we were talking about Oasis. We talked about what's going on over by Neon Taco. We talked about some speculative things that are potentially coming down the road. You talk about how the outlet mall just sold and that's going to change over. I mean,
there's a few things shaking.
That's a perfect lead into predictions, but I think you got some more stuff.
Damn, my hand's cold.
The 2024 Real Estate Lake of the Ozarks Year in Review. And we had some brilliant idea.
Let's shoot this outside when it's 23 degrees, because it's pretty out.
Yeah. So as this video progresses, we might do outfit changes and add more warmth. Or this is going to be the fastest video ever.
Zip right through it, huh?
I mean, it's important to change our backdrops. We are here at the wonderful estate, chateau, mansion.
With Otto the Snow Dog.
With a guest, yes. I mean, as soon as the camera comes on, he gets excited. Okay, we're back. And we are here at Lakefront Living headquarters, also otherwise known as the Falls Ditch residence.
Yeah, the slopes of Windsor Drive. As you noticed when he drove in here, I actually snowboarded down that driveway just because I was curious if I could actually get turned on it.
Did you?
It was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome.
Recently or on previous year?
I had posted it to Facebook in like 2021 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
when we had that big freeze and tons of snow.
Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah.
This was not enough snow.
Nah. No, we did get some good sledding in. That is for sure.
Yeah. So as we talk about the year in review, we're also going to make Jesse give us some predictions, and I'm going to have you give us one prediction to start. Will the lake freeze over this year?
Oh, I don't think so.
It usually doesn't happen twice in a row.
I think it
froze over last year.
Once every 13 years.
Really?
So about a 13 or 15 year span to where like the main channel, everything will freeze.
Okay, the coves and stuff. So last year,
the coves and stuff.
I'm on the Big Niagara. Last year it froze over, but like not to the freeze over that you're going to go stand on it. The last time I stood on it was 2021.
I don't do that.
Yeah, well, I'm stupid.
I don't do that.
And then I posted about it on the short forums recently, and several people said they'll go out in their cove and ice skate.
I don't do that.
So you don't think that's happening this year?
I don't think that's going to happen. So my basis is we're here in Osage Beach, so Grand Glaze. Like when that main channel freezes over, that's a pretty darn cold winter.
Yeah. So where are we right now?
So we're just a couple miles in off of Grand Glaze Arm.
In the state park area. This is
state
actually
park back behind us. The new race course will be up at the top of the cove up here.
So if you wanna find me, this is gonna be my staging area.
Yeah.
Next year.
It'll be.
He didn't know that yet, but
it'll be hopping around here for shootout this year more so than any other year for sure.
I might bring over a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Actually. Okay.
No, it's gonna be awesome.
And you all heard he said okay, so. This is all from the World Wide Web. So
the thing that comes with the job. Huh?
All right, Jesse, the year in review, and I think one of the most fascinating things that you showed me in this paperwork that you're holding is how much the last 2 years compare, going all the way back to 2011.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, I geeked out on some numbers and just started asking myself questions like, when was the last time that we've seen that? And then it would be 2014, 2011. It's like, wow.
Is that a good thing, bad thing? And obviously we're going to share the data. What do you think?
I mean, I see things that are going back to normal. Some numbers are, but again, the real estate market is just so synthetic from what the government had manipulated things from pandemic. So that's a question of what's
real,
what's normal.
Yeah.
You know, what do things look like, and who knows?
Kind of like interest rates. What's normal? We thought 2 and 3% was normal, but that's not normal. Yeah, I think this is the new norm.
It can't. Yeah, 2 and 3% is insane. That can't be normal.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Back when my parents bought their first house at 22% interest, and that was good. And then you complain when you buy a house at 13% interest, and they tell you how good you have it.
Yeah, yeah. And then now everybody's bitching about 7%.
Yeah. So it's all relative. But.
Well, let's get into the data.
Okay. I pulled a lot of data, so don't be upset that I have to read off the paper. I really dug deep into this stuff. I'll do my best.
I'm judging you right now.
I try to channel my inner Ron Burgundy, but I don't think I have those qualities or the teleprompter.
Wrong video.
Right on.
At least you didn't say Dirk Diggler.
Oh, there you are.
Sorry.
There you are. This year for Lakefront Homes, very positive, with only our days on market ticking up from 37 last year, 37 days on market, to 43 average days on market this year. Still wildly low compared to pre-pandemic year in 2019 was 121 days. So this year, 43, 2019, 121 days.
Wow.
That's a 65% decrease.
Wow. Okay. And what, do you have any other data in there? You have any pandemic data?
Oh, I got all of it.
How fast was pandemic data? Was it moving?
Oh, when we hit 2020, we went from 121 to 92, because remember, a lot of those properties had been sitting on the market.
Sure.
It didn't really hit until, And then 21 dropped to 62, 22 dropped to 66, 23 dropped to 37.
Wow.
24, 43.
Damn. Okay, so now as you look back, are we now, so you hit 37 and 23, up to 42 now. Do you think 2025 now will continue to tick up a little bit?
I would have to think so.
That's a popularity thing right there. That tells you how popular things are down here right now.
It's all also very dependent on inventory. So the more inventory that you have, the more things can sit on the market. In my mind, homeowners with those 2 3/4%, 3.5% home loans, you don't have to be very motivated to sell. If it sells, great. If not, no big deal. So I would think things will start tracking up, but I think things are going to be, we'll get to that later, but if things shape up and we have a hot spring, it's hard to say. It's going to be a new administration. Lake of the Ozarks is very big Trump country.
Yep.
So a lot of people will be feeling very confident about the market and willing to take on some of those risks. So.
Yeah. I think 2025 is a transition year, and this is we're talking about 2024, but I think 25 is a transition year in the changeover, and you won't see a lot of noticeable change until 26.
Yeah.
From the new administration.
Yeah, it takes a while to change the course of the ship, for sure. Yeah. We had more new listings come to market this year at 1,088 lakefront homes compared to last year at 925. I compiled data for new listings compared to sold listings. 42.2% of new listings did not sell this year, showing that we are growing our available inventory from the lows viewed in months of supply. December 2021 was the bottom of our lakefront home inventory at 2.4 months of supply. We're currently sitting at 5.4 months of supply. So
we've doubled.
Still in that seller's market area. Once we get up above 6 in that range, then you're in a neutral. You get up above that 6 and you're...
When was the last time we were above 6?
In a above 6 months of supply. Oops.
Don't know it. That's okay. We can cut that out.
I have it in my Google Drive folder that'll go out on the email. So if anybody out there wants to see many more graphs, send me a message or an email at jesse@lakefrontliving.com. Kyle, my admin, she puts together these really long emails that are put together great with the graphs that I give her. and you'll get to dip into a lot more of that. But yeah, I have a months of supply going all the way back. I think that one went to 2011.
Nice segue there. Nice segue to a call to action.
Yeah. Buyers, in my experience this past year, buyers still struggling to find properties that they're looking for. They're coming down from out of town. Here, we have this criteria. We like this home. What else can you show us that's like this? It's like, I maybe have this one, but it's not what you want. Oh, well, you're kidding me. We're going to come down there and we only have one house to look at. So went through quite a bit of that this year. So hopefully that will change a little bit. Buyers, you definitely want more inventory, more options. Sellers, if you're the only home in the neighborhood, the subdivision, the condo complex, I mean, that's the time to get on the market, because then you have a little bit more demand for yourself, for sure. We had more sales this year at 628 lakefront homes sold compared to 610 homes sold last year, 2023. 2023 was the bottom in lakefront homes sold. You would have to go all the way back to 2011 to see fewer lakefront homes sold at 584 homes.
Wow.
Right? That is what tripped my trigger, and I started, well, how long ago was it before we sold fewer homes than last year? So we beat last year by 18 homes. It's nothing to brag about, but.
Right. But what does that say? That we are back to the new norm, or we had a couple down years? Does it say that we spiked and it needs to come back a little bit?
I'd say that drastically rising interest rates had their intended effect.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole reason why the interest rates went up was to cool things off. Things were getting out ahead of their skis. The interesting part, again, going average sale prices. Average sale prices keep going up, which, I mean, if your interest rates are going up, you wouldn't expect your average sale price to go up. But you have a demand issue, or a supply issue. So the demand's supporting those prices, which is amazing.
Right.
Yeah. The market volume in terms of dollars grew by 8.35% from last year, for a total just over $481 million for lakefront homes sold in 2024. Our average sale price grew by 5.25% to $766,174 for the year. So we know December beat that number, but going for a year to date, you get a much better view of it. More accurately depicted is that median sale price. That grew by 9.27%. So the median sale price for a lakefront home, $571,975. Yep. So we have a very high-end market. It doesn't consist of the majority of the market, but you put some of those high-end sales in there, and it'll throw your averages off.
Right.
Yeah. Our listed sale price remained relatively the same, 96.82 in 2024, 96.86 last year. The data demand inventory, historically high list to sale price ratio, low days on market. The lakefront home market looks very strong and continues to be a good investment for your return while you're making a lifetime full of memories. So lakefront, the word's out, the area is growing, the amount of investment into the area is,
off the charts.
Point Oasis entertainment complex, which is going. Yeah.
You've got, and we just did a series of these videos. If you haven't watched those, go look at specifically the top economy stories I did with Nate over at Lake Expo. And we were talking about Oasis. We talked about what's going on over by Neon Taco. We talked about some speculative things that are potentially coming down the road. You talk about how the outlet mall just sold, and that's going to change over. I mean,
there's a few things shaking.
That's a perfect lead into predictions, but I think you got some more stuff.
Yep,
right?
we got to go to condos.
Oh yeah, duh.
Yep. This year wasn't as rosy for condos as it was for homes.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Why?
Inventory, this year we were at 1,046 new listings, a little over 30% increase over 23.
So there's more options.
Yep.
Okay.
Inventory came up, sold listings.
Why do you think that is?
I feel like there was a lot of buying during COVID for, hey, let's drive 2 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours and get away from hometown and go experience the Lake of the Ozarks. And now things have kind of returned to normal. The kids are back doing all the school sports, all that stuff.
And people had to go back to work too.
Back in the office, you can fly international now, not a big deal. And then people find, we just didn't use the condo as much as what we used to. How about we go ahead and think about selling it?
Yeah.
So, seeing some more inventory there. Sold listings down 11.6% from 23. 49% of new listings did not sell in 2024. You'd have to go back to 2015 to see a higher rate of new listings that didn't sell. Damn, my hand's cold. Our listed sale price ratio is still historically high compared to pre-pandemic levels. 2024 was at 97.82%, just off 1.5% from last year. So still relatively the same. It's still relatively high over the course. Average days on market was up 9.39% from 46 in 2023 to 50 days in 2024. Kind of going back to that, the one piece of the puzzle that's bucking the trends here is our average sale price increased 8.24% to $371,459 in 2024 compared to $173,000 in 2023. The median sale price increased 3.55% to $335,000.
Damn, for a condo. It's amazing.
Yeah, condos have had some major headwinds.
I'd say almost 3x over the last few years.
Yeah, I've
About
seen
2.5x maybe.
I've seen some recent, financials on HOA boards.
Oh yeah, you don't want to get into that.
You had insurance carriers just pull out of the state. So fewer insurance carriers, natural disasters. I know Hurricane Ian really impacted the insurance market for multifamily.
Florida. Yeah.
So man, those things went up, sixfold.
Yeah.
And you put that with inflation, just trying to maintain a building, and that's one of the biggest things that condo buyers are cognizant of when they come to the market. They say, well, what's the HOA fees? What's the HOA fees? What's the HOA fees? And, unfortunately, an owner doesn't really have control over those fees.
None.
Right.
No.
Just the same with a house. You have a roof go out on the house. You are the HOA.
Yeah, true. You're buying a condo for a specific reason. You want less maintenance.
Right. Yep. So you're paying somebody else to do it. The downside of that part is you don't get to decide when that gets done.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah, that is it for the lakefront home market witnessed a bounce back in 2024 compared to 2023. We're all pulling for the condo market, and hopefully we see them bounce back this year. A lot of it's going to depend on those inherent costs that they have. If they can flatline on their cost and the HOAs not go up, I think we could see a bump in the sales for condos. If they go up, you got a lot of skeptical buyers out there. Not sure if they want to step into that.
So that leads us to your predictions for 2025. And teaser, we're going to do another video which is highlighting the top sales of 2024.
Yeah, we got some cool ones.
The medians and the low.
Yep.
Which is different because we don't ever talk about that. But I want to know very specifically what your predictions are for 2025 as it relates to real estate.
Okay, so I could see lakefront homes bumping up 15 to 20% in sales, number of sales. Condos, 5 to 10% up.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does that mean for a buyer or a seller? Where is the opportunity?
Well, for a buyer, your opportunity is still seasonal. But if you're not, just trying to get into the most deal possible, you're fixated on the dollar amount. Wait for some of that inventory to come up and get what you really want. It's still a competitive market. You're still, especially I've had cash buyers for condos this year. Cash is king.
It's common down here.
Yeah.
Very common.
You will definitely negotiate with that.
But you don't have to have cash to buy. I mean, there's
No,
plenty of
I mean,
opportunity.
you buy a property because you want to have it for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would ever tell anybody to purchase a condo as an investment piece of property. Home, especially lakefront homes, very much more stable. Condos, you're susceptible to a lot of different things in the marketplace.
Yeah.
But they make a lot of sense for people, for people that don't want the maintenance, people that are coming from a long ways out of town, people that have a lot of things going on, and just say, look, I want to show up, turn the water heater on, turn the thermostat up or down, enjoy my weekend, shut everything off, and head back out of town. I mean, you were that guy for a while. It was amazing.
100%.
Yeah.
Loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you start spending some more time down here, and
Correct.
it's like,
Then you want the property.
I want a little bit more square footage.
Yeah.
So it evolves. There's a cycle. People will get into a condo at first, love the lake area, want a little bit more square footage, goes to a house. Then the kids get older and don't come down as much, and they say, well, we don't want to lose a place at the lake, but we don't need a whole house, and so they go back down to a condo. So.
Well, we are rapidly approaching lake season. It will be here before we know it, and you wouldn't know it based on our
It's
setting.
hard to believe right now.
I think it's about time to head inside before frostbite kicks in. I hope we earn some brownie points for toughing this one out. And now I'm hoping that Jesse has some like hot chocolate or coffee or maybe some alcohol inside.
I was just waiting to cue the barefooter. We have some guys that barefoot up and down this cove. It's pretty wild to see.
Yeah, I think we saw that in one of our videos, the one we did in July.
Yeah.
Actually, if we saw that right now, I'd shit.
You see some wild stuff back here, especially with the dry suits that the kids have on
That's
nowadays,
true, yeah.
and the wakeboard boats that you can winterize.
I think the water temp's in the 40s though.
Yeah.
Which is like hurts. We jumped in the water last year this time, and it like you immediately have to get out before your body goes into shock.
You're just not conditioned.
Which going back to, we're gonna end this one on my Dirk Diggler reference. Terrible time to reference that when it's 20 degrees out, and I don't think I need to explain to any of you out there.
Okay, well that's 2024 year in review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to get further graphs and information, be sure and send me an email, Jesse, Jesse, at lakefrontliving.com. My phone number, 573-260-0868. If you want to talk about what your dream lakefront home looks like down here, home or condo. And for sellers also, now's the time to start prepping your home for that spring selling season. Give me a shout.
Amen. And if you want to be highlighted on Lake of the Ozarks lifestyle or Lake Expo, well, there's really only one opportunity to do it.
We can make that happen for you. We
right.
can get 10 times the amount of viewers of anybody else in an instant.
Attention is everything for anything that is being sold, including your house. So when you sell your house or your condo, consider how much attention your real estate agent can get for you.
Thanks, Jeff.